Not necessary to seek success through competition and conflict. It's so not necessary. If you sit down and you pray for humility, the wisdom of humility, you go, wow, okay. That's what you should do. I met a nice young man at the store today. He said, I agree with you. I've said that many times, that selfishness, all human suffering is caused by human selfishness, all of it. Okay. People, that's not true. No, it is. Because, when you get hurt, you suffer because of selfishness. Okay. When you get hurt, if people come and they care and is you okay? And they make sure you're okay. And then they help ease your suffering because they're not selfish. Okay. People get hurt. It happens, The tree falls and, like on Spencer's Mountain and stuff. And so, because of human selfishness, well, his suffered with his dad. He lost his dad because they cut down the tree because that was economics. It was human selfishness. Don't come in here with your ass leading the way. I'll kick the shit out of it. You need a Christ colonic? Here I come. So yeah, I've always been this way. They come, wow. I didn't realize to what extent I was this way until they took me to Sierra Vista and had all these people come in and challenge me. And they're only doing that to get me to choose sides. And I was like, I don't want to choose sides. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Okay, which side does it better? Who's going to get there first? And they're off. Here's $25 bid. The race is on, and here comes Pride up the backstretch. There's Pride again, right? Every time I go to the store, okay, I feel this, it must be something with the Wi-Fi, okay? I get this woman from Puerto Rico in my head, and she's really emotional, okay? And she drives me nuts. See why I love people, but I hate shopping? No, just kidding. Right? And I'm like, it's funny because I have these conversations with her in my head, out loud. I talk, because I'm like, okay, you head fuck me? Okay, I'll tell you about the head fuck. Okay, here you go. And, I really like your kids, but on the way home, right? I'm sitting there and going, this is driving me nuts. I don't want this anymore. This woman is shallow and superficial, and she would not be in a relationship with me, and she probably most likely will not, right? Then why aren't she dating Fat Joe? It's like, what? Yeah. Well, because I don't think Fat Joe would screw around on her. Okay? I think if J-Lo got with Fat Joe would be like, maybe he's taken. I never thought about that till now. That's true. Maybe he's taken. Maybe she can't be with him because he has a wife and kids and he's faithful. Yeah, there are other girls, but I dropped them just for you because I love you. You're still a young man, baby. It's my time. Okay, I'm just kidding. You think Fat Joe feels that way? I don't know. I'm not Fat Joe, but you pick. Yeah, shut up. No, it's just like Jay Leno with Julia Roberts. That's the thing. His wife, is sitting there. You'd leave me for her. Are you kidding? I'd kill you for her. No, but Nita Baker would lie for him. Who's him? I don't know. I don't want to know. You can count on me for anything you choose. You don't have to lie for somebody. Okay, it's not lying. Okay. If you're hiding the Swartzes in your basement and you're telling the Nazis they're not there, that they're lying to themselves that they think they're better than them and should kill them to liquidate their fake assets because they're not living the Lord's Prayer. So you're not lying because not living the Lord's Prayer is lying to yourself that, this invention is greater than creation. You're full of shit. There you go. So you see what I'm saying? Girl, this happens to me all the time. My brain just, I talk to people and it's like, whoa. And a lot of people, wow, you're making my head hurt. No, okay? You guys are making my head hurt. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer and scream it from the mountaintops. Oh, right? Each time we part, my heart wants to die. Right? Dearling, hear my prayer. Watch a little Maggie Renee girl. She loves Tony Williams. My mom did too. You can't help. I love Tony too. When you see him and he steps up and he starts singing, and it's so smooth. It's so beautiful. I was the same way when mom, I heard The Great Pretender and I was like, wow, that's really good. And then you listen to Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, My Prayer, Twilight Time, Harbor Lights. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes is better than The Great Pretender. Holy mackerel. Oh, so I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. And you're like, that man's voice is just, whoa! Whoa, did he? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, And it's effortless to him, It is. He was talking about that, and they had Jay from J. David Black, one of my favorites. Caught me a why, must we say goodbye each time we part? My heart wants to die. That little Maggie Renee girl, she needs to listen to Gary Puckett sing Over You. That man's voice. Yeah, Dave. What's his name again? Dick Clark said, some people say this guy's voice is too good. It's damn. So many dreams. I love that song, man. Why am I losing sleep over you? And it's gorgeous because it's Gary Puckett singing it. Gary Puckett sings it gorgeous. I like to sing it, but I'm not Gary Puckett. So many days have gone by, still I'm so lonely, and I guess there's just no. And he's woman, and Lady Willpower. Dude's good, man. He's a good singer, right? How many of us do you think would know who Gary Puckett was, J. David Black, Elvis Presley, and Tommy Edwards? How many of us would know who he was? Yeah, we probably wouldn't have that Dirty Water song. Okay, let's be listening to that and go, what's this all about? It's a beer drinking song to pass the time because we're still being extorted and exploited. Oh, okay. Sigh when I sigh, that's the way with love. This song's might have been a little bit different because we'd been living more intelligently, Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. Do. All in the wonderful game that we know, right? So, Morningside of the Mountain. I mean, there was a girl, there was a boy. If they'd had met, they would have shared a life of joy. But she was on the morning side of the mountain, and he lived on the twilight side of the hill. They never met, they never kissed. So that's, that could happen while living the Lord's Prayer. It could, maybe, I don't know. But I think not as much, not quite so much, maybe, I don't know. I can't tell you. What would we sing songs about? What's that one by the Four Aces? Love is a many-splendored thing. It's, maybe. Theme from a summer place? I don't know. Welcome to My Morning by John Denver. It's Up to You. That's a good one. I don't know. I was gonna tell you. I don't know. Would we have had Autumn to May? I don't know about that one. That was kind of like, Homer and the Odyssey, and everybody's a little bit blind because they believe in fantasy, and neither. When Polly's in trouble, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go. Inside the secret compartment of my ring I fill with an underdog secret energy pill. Right? No, I don't want to marry Marlon Brando. That's funny. No, that's funny. People that didn't understand get the joke, and it's funny. Okay, thank you. It's funny. No, serious. I'm still laughing about that. That one was actually funny. But I don't want to marry Marlon Brando. It's funny. Oh, what do you know for funny? Okay. It's really funny. Now, Rita Moreno, is she into me? Is she sweet Polly purebred? Okay. Well, then I am not slow. Hip, 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 and away I go. Right? Neither bird nor plane nor frog, just little old me, underdog. Right? Oh, it's funny. But she goes, hey, you guys! I said, I was sitting listening to music today, right? And, there's a lot of these emotions coming at me because of who I am, right? And all this stuff, these people, you listen to these songs. I was listening to a song written by Ashford and Simpson and made famous for philanthropy by a lady named Shaka Khan, right? And then they had all these people get together to make this video for this lady named Whitney Houston to sing it, okay? And Shaka's on the video, and Oprah Winfrey and TLC. No, is all TLC on that one? I don't know, man. I don't remember. Was Lisa on that one? I can read your thoughts right now. Everything's from A to Z. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. What's your favorite ever? My favorite Ashford and Simpson song is "Remember Me." I think that's my favorite. Any of the rest of y'all like that song too? Diana Ross. Remember me as a big balloon at a carnival that ended too soon. Remember me when you drink the wine of sweet success. I give you my best. Remember me as a good thing. Isn't that Ashford? I think that's Ashford and Simpson, y'all. I could be wrong. I'm not the all-knowing Arspark. But I think that's my favorite song of theirs. I do like I'm Every Woman. That's a good one too. Solid as a Rock. I like Remember Me a little better, but that's what this love is. They sing that one. Okay. And they both sing well. Yes, they're good singers. Yes. Sheena Garrett's a good singer. Yeah, I don't know if it would have sounded good if I'm looking at the woman in the mirror. That woman, I think that man, it just sounded better. I think that's why she gave it to Michael. Of course, Michael sells billions of records. That might be another reason. That too. Okay. Wanna rock with you all night. But I was listening to all the stuff and feeling all these people getting together, feeling like they're doing great things, right? And nothing reflecting the greatness of the commands of the Lord that gave us faith in a perfect, omnipotent God, okay, is being done, right? And instead of looking back, welcome back, your dreams are your ticket out. Welcome back. He was a musician for Tavares? Yeah. They didn't sing. Well, you can, when you listen to John Sebastian sing, you understand, well, if you go listen to, I just got to know where I stand. Heaven must be missing angel, missing one angel. You understand why these guys are singing? Because they're really good. Tavares is really good. They're good singers. Penny for your thoughts and a good time if you tell me that you love me, girl. Right, they're really good. And only takes a minute, girl. Right. Girl, I've known you very well. Seen you. You see why Barry wrote that for him? Because these guys can sing. Yeah, they're good singers. Right, okay. Tavares, any of the rest of you grew up into like Tavares a lot? No? I did. Okay. Not that anyone cares, right? You're funny. I know. But shoot, I'm tired, man. But I was going through all that and then going through all these emotions. And they were having me, I'm upset, and I keep reiterating, okay, I'm tired of my family being abused by techno geek corporate perverts. I don't think it's they want their side to win. I think they're trying to get people to die for them. I think the Trinity Network and the Republicans and the Democrats and MSNBC and C-SPAN, I think they're all These 5,000 people are going to walk off a cliff. Well, I got a point to prove. Not only that, but when we get to our sweet spot for cloning and brains on robots, we're only going to have the elite, the most perfect people in the whole world. Okay, I don't want to clone or put my brain on a robot. I guess that's why I'm the most perfect person in the apocalypse. But, okay. Okay, so, it's verdad. You can hit off a stick. It's not going to change. Me and the young man with his kids there, and I told him, imagine Solomon. You know how you know people are illiterate? Because we're still voting for money for president, and we're still shopping. Okay. Imagine being in King Solomon's Israel, and people saying, "Hey, you're gonna need to pay for that." She thinks the monkey is the sultan. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? What? Jafar, if he can't do it, great, right? And so make a wish. I'm a genie in a bottle. No, you're not. Shh. You're not Barbara Eden. Get out of here. Okay, so you try to get people to did you understand what you just said? Do you understand what you're thinking? So your comprehension reading skills are really bad. And I sat and I thought about it today, and I was like, guys, this isn't a one-time wonder thing. We've had many people explain, okay, what I'm explaining to you. Or it wasn't just me. Haile Selassie did this, okay? Judah Krishnamurti did this. Tiro Suzuki did this. Sun Yat-sen did this. Okay. Herschel Steinschneider did a lot of this. Okay. We don't have a lot of information about Herschel Steinschneider because all the information we have about Herschel Steinschneider is given to us by the people that murdered him. Same as Jesus Christ. Same with the apostles. Same with, they didn't murder Muhammad, but they murdered his family. Shit. And now they are the keepers of Hadith. Seriously? Just like the Vatican. The people that murdered Jesus are the people that have the book that tells you his perfect commands and what a wonderful God he is. Yeah. And you guys didn't think this one through too good. Boy, you're not Matlock. You're not high potential. You'll never work for Debbie Allen in this town. Fame! I want to live forever. You cloner. Put your brain on a rope, Spock's brain. Make it stop. I'm working on it. And so I sit there. I said, well, I'll make a video on this, and who knows, in a couple of days, whatever time, it could go worldwide. We're fixing technology right here in the pasta aisle, looking at the marinara sauces and Loman at Walmart. Yeah, man, you're serious? Yes, I am. With cute little kiddos, you're so cute. I love kids. You're so cute. The young man with the 3 sons at Lowe's, they're so cute. They all had a little cross in their hair. When I started talking to him about it, he goes, "Oh yeah, no, we do. I do teach them this." And then I looked at all their little haircuts, and they all had a crucifix in their hair. I was like, I believe him. He ain't lying. Yeah, he does. He does teach about the ways of the Lord. It was cool. I talked to some people. It's disturbing when you see people that consider themselves liberal, and you talk about David and Jesus and how we should live truthfully like them. And they go, okay, this conversation's over. You need to stop. I don't have to listen to you. It's like, I do have a First Amendment right to speak the truth, to save people from genocide over money through popularity contests that they consider a right? What the fuck do you want the First Amendment for then? To silence people like you because you want to be a success at killing people with money? Democrat. I am not a Republican. Okay, Missy. Missy's ready to go inside. Let's go let her in. Gonna let her. Okay, come on, all you John Travoltas. Gonna let her in. Mm-hmm. Gonna let her in my life. Let her in my life. Okay, come on, guys. I'm just making fun. I'm just being silly. I'm good at that. You know me. Hi, Betsy. What you doing? Missy cat. You ready to go inside, ma'am? Earlier, she wouldn't go in and she was being goofy. And I said, Betsy, you're a silly cat. And if somebody tells you otherwise, don't you trust them because they're lying to you. They probably eat cats. Don't listen to them. All right, Missy Cat. Pew! There she goes in. I always say that because she shoots in. You got to make sure you open the door wide enough or she hits herself on it. Because she's a big girl. Yeah, she's a big girl cat. Every time I open it up, I go, pew! Pew! There she goes. She's quick. She's very fast. Yeah, she's a quick cat. And that girl can jump. Lord, she can jump. Mike Jordan ain't got nothing. Who's Spud Webbing? Whoever that little guy on the dunk contest with was a 5'4", whatever. So he got nothing on Betsy. She can jump her little ass off. That girl can jump. Yes, she can. She a coon cat. Coon cats can jump. They got very, very powerful legs. Yeah. She can jump higher than the little skinny cats. It's crazy. She like, wow. She like Charles Barkley and shit. Just kidding around, you know. No, Charles can jump, y'all. I saw Charles stuff, Patrick Ewing and Akeem Olajuwon. Okay. Yeah, you guys all talk this trash and Shaq and all that. I don't know if I never saw him against Shaq, but I saw him stuff Hakeem and Patrick. Okay. That's hard to do. Okay. Charles is 6'4", guys. Both those guys are over 7 feet tall. They got longer arms than he does. But Charles just timed it right, and he's a very strong kid. Yeah. So, yeah. Charles did a lot of really fun things on the basketball court, yeah. He's fun to watch. He's really good. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, he had a little bit more well-rounded game than Larry Johnson. Charles was a better shooter. As far as passing, Larry was a pretty good passer. Charles was probably a little bit better ball handler in the open court and long distance shooter. And so he could manipulate people with the handling to the pass. So he's a very good ball player. Yeah, old Charles Barkley. Yeah, he was. You go back and watch his old videos and his highlights. Yeah, watch him and go, wow, it's impressive. Yeah. Especially when he was in college. Because in college, he was a big boy. Okay. Hey, get that rebound, he'd move, and he's, yeah, damn. Another kid that was like that was one of his teammates, but he got real large. I think he's passed away since. He went to the University of Arkansas. His name was Oliver Miller. And Oliver was a big kid, but he could move and he could handle the ball well and dribble, stuff like that too. Yeah, reminds you a lot of Ralph Sampson's teammate. Scooter's brother. What was his name? Rodney. That's it, Rodney. Rodney McCray. Rodney's a very good ball player too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Rodney and Scooter were as competitive as Charles Barkley and some of them and Michael Jordan and stuff. It's not... Guys, not being competitive and just getting what you need and then getting the hell out of there, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. But he's not one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, but a lot of times you can get the hell out of there and spend more time with your family and be that husband and that father and that dad and that granddad that a lot of the greats don't be. You know what I'm saying? So don't be doped into thinking you great because you got a lot of money to put food on the plate, because money isn't what puts food on the plate. It's the glory of God, right? Love you. Okay, so I'm working on this. I work on it every day. I was just a little tired today, and I was a little agitated from a lot of the things that are going on still with the manipulation of the technology and the things that they're doing to manipulate people and how it affects me emotionally. So I had to get all my ducks in a row and get my emotions in order. Oh, shut up, Max and Emily's mom. I mean, yeah, Emmy. Sorry, Emmy, not Emily. That's right. Emily's mom, too. You should be quiet, too. I'm just kidding around. Yeah, shut up, Max and Emmy's mom. I'll talk to Max and Emmy. I don't want to talk to her. Sometimes she's this big emotional ball of goo, right? You get her. I get people in prayer. I'm the guy like Jesus, right? I'm like, Chunk, damn it. I want to go to the store. I don't want to go to the store. I told her, I said, I go for days. After the Temple Set Illuminati intense, horrible mindfuck of the 4-year-old and not think about you at all. Not to be mean, it's just absolute torture to think about you. Oh, really, it is. Guys, they mindfucked me that she was going to be my Sleeping Beauty at the end of, Prince Philip thing. And I thought it was going to happen. I thought, okay, I got to wait. I thought it was going to happen. Then I was like, okay, after January 22nd, 2013. Okay, guys. That was more than 13 years ago, guys. Yeah. Temple Set Illuminati is one of the worst organizations in the history of the entire planet. And if you owe your success to their philanthropy, icky poo, yucky, ooh, yucky, sticky poo. So recant, repent, and send this in no more. Alrighty then. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Está aquí hoy. Alrighty then. If you can't do that, I'll take care of it. And I'm not a bitter, angry, mean person. And I just don't cry very much because I'm too tired to cry. It's not because I don't feel it inside. I'm just too tired and abused to sit and cry, and I ain't got time to cry and feel sorry for anything. I got too much work to do. I got to clean up the technology so we can all live the Lord's Prayer. So if you think I'm cold and mean, you might want to reevaluate that situation, because I always have to explain it to people. It's like, do you understand why I feel the way I feel? And stop thinking like I'm the cold-hearted orb that rules the night that your business partner's with. Okay, I love you too. Okay, guys? I'll talk to you tomorrow, all right? Peace out.